like,
You fulfilled your purpose.
Okay, let's go.
Mr. Winters.
I don't think
You
like
disposed of my false children and awakened the glorious Megamycete. Now, please do not worry the little Rose. I assure you I'll provide her.
Oh shit, she's got some range.
Yeah, she does.
So now you can.
And it's a very small arena.
Yeah.
And she is the final boss.
Get away!
Watch out!
Here I come. You understand the level of heritage. How can you deny it?
Why the hell can't you realize Rose is my goddamn kid, not yours?
Maybe I should have upgraded my weapon some more.
Remember, keep your eyes to the sky.
I shall put you to rest.
On those type of like big fights, it is such a small arena, and if you the sheer size of Mother Miranda,
Yeah.
she takes up like a quarter of it just by herself.
Power.
And
Yeah,
her
right.
moveset
All
is
it's done is
crazy.
drive
So she
me
creates
nuts.
these orbs that you have to shoot out. Or they
See any.
attack you and they just completely obliterate your health. Those orbs right there, you have to shoot them out. Yep, just like that. There you go. And then you focus on Miranda herself.
Hold still.
That's why it's important not
Yeah, I'm
to
trying to save the pistol for those.
keep your back to her, because you want to see when she's creating those orbs. Like right there, she's going to create them. And then you shoot them out. Oh, where did she go? Here she is. Boom, boom, boom. But they do a lot of damage, obviously.
After
Doing
all,
really good this time. Just, like,
everyone
keeping your
dies.
eyes on her. She creates them, and if you don't look up to shoot them out, you're.
I can take any form I desire.
Shit. Do I need to heal? Does that mean I need to heal?
It's not slowing you down yet, right?
No, I just don't want her to one-shot me.
Yeah.
Will this kill you?
Right. The orbs are coming again. And her?
Such vitality.
She hasn't used the, remember the earlier phase where she was making the pillar or whatever?
Yeah. Orbs.
I don't see him.
Hold still.
Ah, now I
Okay,
need
now,
to.
definitely.
Oh, great Megamycete.
I'm actually really glad we waited
Hear
there. The
my
heal.
prayer.
Orbs in the air.
Did I get the shotgun ammo? I did, right?
Orbs. More importantly. Right there. He's getting there. Okay. This phase
This is the shotgun phase,
is a
right?
bitch, yes. Just because as soon as you see her, you
Now,
want to pop her.
Mr.
Or
Winters,
she like
I think it's time
fucking
you
doles
left
out
me.
damage like a motherfucker.
Rest now.
The hell I will.
And it doesn't last long as long as you hit her.
Back my daughter.
There you go, see?
If
And it's
I
over.
combine Rose with a Megamycete, my daughter will be made. Not a second
This is the one where it's...
I've waited a century. A century. All for this day.
Get that shit out of here.
Damn it, damn it, damn it! Oh, I thought I was behind cover.
Doing great. Forget. I feel like we're further.
Yeah.
If you don't see her, she's
Why do you want to be? Surely you have no need of me. So
Oh,
close
shit.
to death.
She's my goddamn daughter. You psycho.
I will not let him or anyone else take Rose or my daughter from me. After all, Everyone dies.
Can't see her.
Over there. Right there. Oh, horse!
I didn't really have much recourse there, unfortunately.
Oh, they get you. They're looking
How
right
about this?
at you.
Those foreigners. They could do nothing to assuage my years of loneliness.
Ever think the problem might be you, Miranda? You're not capable of real love.
Oh no! I had her beat, I think.
I know, I think so.
First is ramshackle.
That's it.
Don't give in so easily. Use that shotgun, huh? Use that shotgun. Keep looking around.
Die, 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 die. There's nothing.
Oh, or too slow. The shotgun is not for this part. Yeah.
Why do you persist in this?
I'm out of shotgun ammo.
Will this kill you?
Orbs.
My wish will come.
Ammo. Fuck!
Yes.
Yeah, fucking sniper rifle ammo that I can't even use.
Time is up! Now die!
I'm gonna have to start this fight over again.
I will see my hopes.
You got anything you can throw? You have. You got those blast things.
Don't die, don't die.
Don't. This is going to end.
This is better, you got further.
To ensure
Attack!
I never
Blast! Yes! Blaster! It's all slow. You did it!
Well, there's no achievement yet, so I don't want to count my chickens. There's no achievement yet.
All the
My daughter!
That was close, y'all.
What? Oh, shoot her in the face. Your friend? What's your friend's name again?
Sorry for Marvin up here.
What's your
but
friend's
it's
name
Michael.
again? Michael. Michael, thank you so much again for the Prime sub and the bits. That was awesome.
Oh,
I am partial to people named Michael. I'll put it that way.
it's our favorite person.
And part of what makes this game hit so
Rose!
close to home for me.
Yeah, the whole baby aspect really messes with us when it comes to
It's
movies.
Oh, yeah, do
Oh
a
my god.
marker.
It's all right.
Okay, this answer your question. Look, she's molded, remember?
Yeah.
And you can see the Kado, or the Metamycete, kind of like going away from the village. And since he's so closely tied to it,
Ethan!
that's why he doesn't quite.
Ethan!
Chris, I could have used your help.
Come on, Ethan.
He
Come
ran all
on,
the way
Ethan,
over
wake
here.
up.
Can you imagine how effective he would have been against her?
He had no guardian
Ethan.
kills. So many things.
You did it. It's finished.
I think we've finished each other.
Ethan, we gotta move.
I'm not holding a baby. You have to use the shotgun. Okay, you got one arm. Better than your dog.
Keep moving, Ethan. There's a bomb in that thing that'll blow this whole village sky high. Hey,
Mamma
look
mia.
at me. When I hit this trigger, we can't be anywhere near it. Ah, damn it. Mia's waiting for you. She's alive, you hear me? Alive.
Mia, I'm so sorry. I love you. Keep Rose safe.
Hey, hey. Hey.
Better pick up that baby.
And you tell yourself. Now come on, it's not that much further.
Watch over her. Teach her to be strong. God damn it.
Oh, he took the blaster.
Goodbye, Rosemary.
Big.
Why does he need it though?
Huh?
Why does he need it?
He's gonna blow it up from the inside.
I mean, he could have done that from.
I know.
Like, Chris could have done
It
it
is
still.
what it is. He's having a moment, okay? He wants to be the one to do it. Y'all passing out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he's compromised,
I know,
clearly.
I know.
Do I even get to control him?
Slide.
So it's kind of anticlimactic. If not. Do I press it?
They're clear.
Right, exactly.
Here's open. Click.
Rose!
Oh, good. Chris started running.
Right. I mean, you're
Go.
holding a baby now.
Go, take us up now.
She still thinks Ethan's dead, right?
Wait!
Oh.
He doesn't
Where's
know.
Ethan?
Allow the cinematography to
Get
answer
moving.
your question.
We have to get clear.
No! We can't go, not without my husband!
Mia, sit down and strap in.
Not before you tell me where Ethan is. I know he wouldn't abandon us. Tell me what's going on. Where?
How is that tiny explosive so powerful? That's awesome.
What was that?
I told you to sit down.
Where is he? Chris? What have you done?
He's gone. I tried. He stayed so we could all escape. I'm sorry.
Captain, you need to see this.
This is the BSAA agent. They're gonna look.
BSAA didn't send soldiers. This is a bioweapon.
What the hell were they thinking?
Orders, Captain.
Pick up the rest of the squad. Plot a course for BSAA Europe HQ.
So, like, how effective were those bioweapons? They were
Not
like
very.
mindless. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Someone's gotta pay.
So I guess that's the next game is...
I don't know, because it's formed.
That seems like it'd be more like 6 where it's like a military game then.
I don't know.
Or was that 5?
I don't know. What?
What an experience. I'm so glad we got this.
On accident, too.
Right?
Okay, look. Village of Shadows book that they read to Little Rose. And it's basically the same narrative as this story.
Yeah. makes sense with Heisenberg rebelling.
Yeah. Then Miranda.
Gifts we gave, but more you took, she snarled. So more in turn is due. In a blink, the girl was trapped inside a mirror. Her parents, though, had searched all day and at last arrived. With rampant rage, Father fought the witch, while Mother's loving touch shattered the dark enchantment. But the witch was strong, and Father yelled, "Save our daughter!" So Mother bore their child to safety as the forest was consumed. Even now, the burnt forest is a grim reminder of Father's sacrifice. To this day, any child who stares too long into the charred wasteland will be haunted by nightmares of getting lost while picking berries. Hello, my tears, because of you.
It's a really good game.
Such a good game.
It shined especially once the story started to come together, but definitely on the boss fights. Like the moment-to-moment combat was kind of, I think, intentionally clunky, but they do a good job with the boss fights of not only letting you use your environment on some of them, but allowing you to leverage everything you've learned to that point and everything you've gathered to that point. Like, it really does make it a long-term survival game, because literally from the beginning of the game, you're doing things that affect you inventory-wise, even up to the last boss fight.
Now, what we're seeing here on the final cutscenes is going to be more into Miranda's story of how she gives birth to her daughter and the plague that actually hits the village that takes her daughter and such a young age, as well as her significant other. I really like this game. Like, this is one of my favorite Resident Evil games by far. The only thing that I kind of was hoping for was more depth to the lore and less moments where they just clearly spell it out for you.
More explicit.
I really like,
yeah,
it's so explicit. I really like trying to piece things together and having to look at items and kind of...
That's how the beginning, like 3/4 of the game are, but then it just beats you over the head with it.
Yeah. So I do wish that there was more depth to it, just as a person
More
who
subtlety, I
loves
guess.
story. Yeah. But, it's so awesome. Such an awesome game. The graphics are amazing. The playthrough is amazing. The puzzles were not as difficult as I would have liked them to be.
No, they were all very, very easy.
Yeah.
And the boss fights were basically puzzles too.
Yeah. But the game of itself is freaking awesome. So that's the soundtrack.
Mother Miranda took me, what, 3 tries?
I thought it was 2.
Was it 2?
Yeah.
Somebody took me 3 tries. Was it the
I think it was the
spinny head guy?
spinny head plane
Or was it the
guy.
Or was it the protector?
I don't think it was the protector. The protector you got right away with the 2 flash thing.
Oh, was that on my first try though?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Heisenberg I got on my first try?
Yep.
I think most of the bosses I did. I think the fish took me 2.
Yeah. And like I say, your game experience is going to be very different because you have someone who literally tells you what to do.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that we found out with House Bienvento. I don't know why. Something told me, I was like, I need to really see what's going to happen here and make sure that I'm like mentally prepared for this. And when I watched House Bienvento, someone else playing it, the first go of it, before he even played it, I was like, oh my god, this is so creepy because you do not know what to expect. So when we played,
I kind of knew what to expect, and it was still definitely the creepiest part of the game.
And we went through it so fast because I was like, I don't want to spend
Not
any
so much
time
the
in
dolls.
this
The
house.
dolls don't bother me, but the baby, ugh.
Yeah, and the fetus, that's like, if you haven't seen that video, go check it out.
I think I got eaten once, right?
You did.
And it like shoves you into its gullet.
Yeah, it's awful.
I think I was trying to run past it, and you can't.
And like, part of it that's really creepy is just the sound effects
Yes.
that it makes. And you don't know where it is. And then they
Well,
intentionally set it up to where it's a chase scene, and
So,
you like just barely get in the
as
elevator.
sympathetic humans, like humans without mental disorder, we're trained to, when a baby cries, to want to help, and they flip it on its head. And when when you hear the baby cooing, that means you need to get away. So it goes against your every instinct, and it just makes it all the more terrifying because of it.
And the way they set up that particular house, that doesn't happen. And the whole time you're waiting for something to happen.
Right.
And that's
it's the anticipation.
Part.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're stuck in this loop at the beginning before you actually get to the operating
You're just
room
waiting
where
for
that
something to happen.
And that's the part that's creepy about
it builds the tension up.
You're like, it's not really that scary. It's like, no. It's when you're tense and you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And you're just like opening cabinets, waiting for something to
you're like,
jump out.
something's gonna happen. Well, you do that right after Castle de Maîtresse.
Yeah.
And so that place is like chocked full of jump scares, and at any moment you can run into one of the bosses randomly. Or not so random. I think the daughters are scripted, but Lady is random.
Yeah, Lady Demetress is basically like a titan that goes through the hallways. And if you come across her, there's no damaging her, there's no killing her.
So you go from that to the next house, the first half of it, nothing happens, but you're just building up because you keep expecting something to happen, so it builds this tension, and then you actually get there, and it's like you have all this built up tension, and then it takes your emotions and flips them, and you're like, wow, what do I do?
It's very eerie. The house itself, oh god, it's breathtaking when you walk up to it though. Once you go up to house,
that's the best view in the game.
Take a moment to just take it in.
Yeah.
Because the waterfall in the background is just absolutely amazing. And you even took a picture. There's photo mode in this game.
Yeah.
Granted, you don't really feel like taking pictures throughout the game.
No, you're like, let's move on.
They're really cool.
Well, it's funny because the last long form narrative game I played a a little bit of games in between. Like I played a little bit of Demon's Souls, I played a little God of War, but the last game that I put a lot of time into was Cyberpunk. And Cyberpunk, I stopped every 5 minutes to take a picture. But this game, I'm like, can we move on? Oh, this is his daughter reading the story, right?
Pick up with Rose.
Yeah.
Her mother's wedding ring. You remember cleaning the blood off of it?
Yes. Oh, she looked like a
Do you
cross
think the
between them.
little
That's
boy
cool.
will be able to touch the moon?
Nobody can touch the moon. It's too far away.
Wait, what if he has a rocket ship?
Okay, then you can touch it, but it'd be very, very cold.
You were being silly.
I don't think the moon feels like it does. But
It's a very natural reaction between an adult and a kid. I like that. Visiting her father's grave, I say, yeah, Ethan Winters.
Hey, Dad. Happy birthday. Sorry I missed last week. I have a lot of tests coming up. You know how it is.
I think she's wearing his.
Yeah, I think so.
Talk of the goddamn devil. Duty calls. I love you.
Yeah, I found her. Where else? Today of all days. We have a situation. You're needed, Evelyn.
Don't you ever call me that again.
Whoa, it's just a joke, Rose.
I can show you things even Chris doesn't know I can do.
We have a clear shot.
Stand down. I can handle it. She's just a kid.
Okay, who would antagonize them?
Way to keep
Right.
it together, Rose.
It's like poking the bear. It's like those people that like fly swatted Lady Dimitrescu's butt.
You're a lot like him, you know.
Poking the bear.
I know.
So this is the part that everyone's very curious about, because as they're
Like
driving
somebody appears
away,
at the end of the road, right?
Yeah, you can see a figure on the right there,
Oh yeah, look at that.
and they stop the car. You see their lights go on, and so you're like,
Oh yeah, look at that.
yeah.
But if it's him, why would I mean?
I'm not saying it is.
They're not going to show somebody that doesn't matter, right? I don't
Right.
know. they're not going to make that scene if it's not important. But there's also nothing that necessarily pointing. Yeah, father's story is now done.
The father's story is now done.
Yeah.
But it makes me think that the mother's story is going to begin.
Or the daughter.
Or the daughter.
They were kind of setting her up as
They talked about Mia being experimented on.
Yeah.
Like she said, they did a bunch of that Mother Miranda was doing experiments on Mia, which if you saw what happened with the Baker family, which if you did, I'm so sorry. But that Resident Evil game is just gore and terror. And Mia is infected multiple times. In fact, she had been with the Baker family for an extensive amount of time before Ethan is even made aware that she's still alive.
best dad ever. Oh yeah, see, it took me about 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people were saying, 10 to 12 hours.
Yeah. So I feel like the next one will be like a Mia and Rose. Like you play half the game as Mia, half the game as Rose, kind of a thing.
Rose just seems like really powerful
She's
to be
like,
a Resident Evil protagonist.
Oh.
Like she seems too strong.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't know.
Like she'd be like that Chris Redfield section. You know what I mean? Or stronger.
But think about it. The BSAA has officially made bioweapons that they can give orders to and that actively carries them out. That's the first that we have seen in the series at all. All other bioweapons have been mindless zombies, which basically, if you're marked, they'll go after you, like what we see with a lot of the tyrants and the more in-depth ones. But if we think about like the lickers and the zombies that came before and even some of the accidental infections, they're very mindless. So the fact that the BSAA has developed this means that something bigger is coming. That and they are responsible for the mold. It wasn't an Umbrella thing per se. It was from the BSAA. So we have this other company
entity
that is rivaling Umbrella. And I hear that Umbrella is going to come back in the future again.
They have to. That's the iconic franchise. Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm excited. I want to see what comes next. Unfortunately, we probably have to wait a couple of years.
Yeah.
3-4 years or whatever. But,
for 9. Yeah.
Huh?
For 9.
For 9, yeah.
Yeah.
To come out. And I don't want them to rush it either, because whenever they push something out, it's incredibly
Because
glitchy.
7 was in 2017?
Mm-hmm.
2018.
Is that like 4 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed our run-through of Resident Evil Village.